Good day, folks. Happy Sunday here. Hope everyone's doing great. Yes, as you guys know, or as you guys see in the title, this will be my response to that question of the week, number 39. I believe it was 39 when I asked you guys, which do you follow? Like, which best suits you? Speaking right away or waiting for proficiency? So, this is a very interesting topic. As you know, everyone has their own philosophies. They have their own opinions when it comes to this. Some people like to wait for proficiency, which is understandable. Why? Because most people who wait, they feel that they'll be more confident when they speak. It keeps them motivated, and it prevents frustration and demotivation. I can imagine when you're speaking with a native speaker in the targeted language, and they're speaking and you can't understand what they're saying or barely can understand what they're saying, that can be demotivating in itself. And that's totally understandable. So I totally respect that. And yeah, and another thing, not everyone has the confidence to approach a native speaker to even try to engage in a conversation. So that is all totally understandable. Now, as far as for me, I prefer to speak. I prefer to speak right away. Why? Because A, it keeps me motivated. B, I may pick up on some things like about the culture. Maybe there are certain things that they don't say. Some things that I didn't know, I was totally oblivious to. I used this word or phrase with the native speaker and had no idea that they wouldn't say it in this or whatever type of context it is. I'll pick that up early on, and even some slang or whatever, And C, it's a good progress tracker for me. As you guys know, I like to make level up videos. I like to make spoken videos. All those videos are part of my tracking. I can go back and look at them and then compare it to how I'm doing now. So, how I stay motivated, like, why is it motivating to speak right away if you only know a couple words or phrases? Like, how can that be motivating? Well, first of all, you know that when you say you could say a couple words to a native speaker and, they get surprised. They're always surprised and happy to know that there's someone out there who is taking out their time to learn their language. Okay, it's always, for me, it's always soothing to see the smiles on the native's face, to see how excited they are due to me trying to learn their language. That right there is motivating in itself, and it hypes me up. Excuse me, it hypes me up to go back home, study harder, learn more, go back out and do it again. Okay, this is a big motivational booster for me. C, when I mentioned about picking up certain words and terms, like I had a whole bunch of experiences where I was using certain words in the wrong way, in wrong context, and I was corrected. And even natives would tell me, "Oh, we don't use that word anymore. It's too old. It's too." They would say something about a certain word I use, and I say, "Wow, really?" Something that they don't really teach you in books. So this is something that I learned this from my past experiences. And this is another reason why I like to speak right away. And of course, the tracking progress. It's always good to see how you're doing. For me, if I have to see movement. Okay, I have to see movement. If I don't see myself moving, then it's like, what's the point of me continuing this language if I'm not going anywhere? And if I were to wait, it's kind of hard. Like, I can't see any progress. Maybe I'll begin to understand more and more as time goes by. But for me, it's not the same as when I speak with the native speaker face to face. And I say, okay, I know these words, I know these phrases, and then I go back and do it again. And now all of a sudden I'm able to have a conversation. That right there is more effective for me. That is okay. So, like I said, everyone is different. Everyone has their own way of learning and reasons why they do certain things. And I respect it. I respect everyone's opinions about this. Okay. I look at it like this. If you're happy doing what you're doing, continue to do it. If it's keeping you motivated, just keep it going. Okay. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. It doesn't matter if your method is different than mine. If you think mine is wrong and I think yours is wrong, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters. It doesn't matter what I think about what you're doing, and it doesn't matter what you think about what I'm doing, because I'm controlling my own studies, my own progression here, and I have to maintain that. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about what you like. It's all about the happiness and the the motivation. So that's pretty much it. That is the response to that video I made. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll post this as a response to it. Feel free to make a comment. It's never too late. And yeah, that is it. And you guys have a great day.